Well, Amira, there's some good news and some bad news on this front. According to the Solar Energies Industries Association, which you just cited, overall cost for solar energy here in Michigan is getting better in recent years. Over the last 5 years, they estimate the cost has dropped by around 45%. But as you'll see, how homeowners are credited for their stored energy, that's been a point of contention here in Michigan. We caught up with one local home solar user who says despite the upfront costs, he'd do it again.
I would say that easily we're shaving off $60 a month.
Bob Chapman has had solar panels on his Southfield home since 2017. He paid $13,000 for his system, which really ended up costing under $10,000 with the federal tax credit. It was 30% at the time. It's now down to 26%. Take a look at his DTE energy bills from this past year. From October to May, it was under $10 a month, and that's just a meter charge. In all of 2020, he and his wife forked over just $250 in electric.
For 6 months of the year, my bill is $9.
He uses DTE's grid almost like an energy bank. He stores excess energy until he needs it, then the company gives him a credit on his bill. State limits on how much energy utility companies like DTE are required to give back to users is threatening the continued growth of Michigan's solar industry, says State Rep Greg Markinen, a Republican representing several counties in the UP.
They shouldn't be limited to 1 or 2% as a cap.
He wants to see that cap gone altogether and is pushing for just that in a bill he just introduced last month in the House. Utility companies have concerns like, quote, the absence of a solution to address the continued shifting of costs from customers with rooftop solar systems to customers without it, wrote DTE's VP of Regulatory Affairs in a February testimony on the measure. For its part, DTE has promised net zero carbon emissions by 2050.
Our neighboring states have no cap whatsoever. And, it opens up the industry. It allows for growth.
There's also still some level of sticker shock for home solar users, says Seeger Weisberg with Strawberry Solar, a company based in Detroit. That's because all the costs are still mostly upfront.
One of the positive things that I've seen in the time I've been in solar is that those costs are going down. But it is a newer technology with equipment.
For reference, Chapman estimates his system will have paid for itself in 12 years. And you may have already guessed, not all homes are right for solar panels. Direction, slanting, sun access, they all matter.
Don't get oversold. Don't buy more panels than you need.
Chapman also suggests getting multiple bids on a project to find the right price. He's saved big these past 3 years with his system, but shrinking his carbon footprint was also a big driver. He's still the only rooftop solar user on his block.
During a lot of the year, when I'm flicking on a light switch, I'm not putting any CO2 into the air. We have 5 grandchildren. It's an investment for them as far as I'm concerned.
Now, because of the heavy upfront costs associated with solar energy, it does pose a problem in connecting lower income homeowners to rooftop solar. Strawberry Solar, you heard from one of their spokespeople, is actually partnering with Cass Community Social Services and Tiny Homes Project in Detroit to try to address that. You can read much more about that project on our website, WXYZ.com. As for Markkinen's bill, it's still in the House Energy Committee in the very early stages. We, of course, will keep you posted on this. Reporting live, Jen Shantz, 7 Action News.